Hello and welcome to Black Hair in the Big Leagues. I'm your host, Salisha Thomas, and y'all, I'm so excited. We've got a real-life ray of sunshine, y'all. She was in Motown on Broadway, Sunset Boulevard, beautiful on Broadway. She made history the first time in Les Mis on Broadway as the first woman and first Black woman to go on as Eponine and Fantine in the same day. And she made Broadway history again as the first Black Glinda in Wicked on Broadway. Y'all help me welcome Brittney Johnson.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I have such a big smile on my face when I talk to you.
I mean, seriously, I have a huge smile on my heart. Just seeing you, it truly lights up. I'm in a closet. You've lit up my closet. How are you today?
I'm good. I can't complain.
Okay, so wait, you're in Los Angeles, yes?
I am, yes. I just moved here for the pandemic. And I'm just kind of figuring out what life means now. What you do with your day when you don't have to go to a show later, and what I enjoy, and all those good life things.
Honestly, it's so freaking crazy. Like, it's just a very new thing. When in the pandemic did you go out there?
I just came out September 22nd. I got here, so
that's
it's
relatively
very fresh. It's very fresh.
And you also moved to yesterday as well within LA. So I just want to say thank you for. I know you're going through you're doing so many things. So, girl, thank you for making time to come on my little podcast. I'm so excited. Okay, so the other day I was interviewing with Todrick Hall. Do you know him?
Yeah, I mean,
have you met him?
Yes. We've met. I feel like we've met a couple times now, or maybe we've just talked a bunch of times, but I met him at my Wicked debut. That's where we met.
Okay, so I bring him up because during his interview on my show, he was saying how he has the original dress for Kristen Chenoweth and Idina Menzel's original costumes from Wicked, and how on your debut he canceled all his plans and came to the city. Like, he made sure that he was there. He was so over the moon. It was so iconic. He was like, Salisha, she's moving to LA. Please put in a good word for me because I want to be her best friend. And so I had to make sure that I tell you that Todrick wants to be besties.
I will reach out to him as soon as we're done.
Literally, I'm so excited. I know, Brittney, I know that you get this question a million times, but can you please tell me what that night was like?
Honestly, it was such a whirlwind. I don't remember the show at all. I remember coming down in the bubble. I remember the sound of the audience and just feeling, I mean, it was like a concert. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. Okay, Brittney, you're Glinda. What's your intention? I had to I was in the bubble, you're playing a character. Do not turn into Brittney right now because you will cry, and then the show will have to halt 10 minutes while you pull yourself together. So I was I was trying to embrace the crowd as Glinda. I was like, oh, thank you so much. As Glinda.
Yes.
So I remember that. And then I don't really remember the rest of the show because it's that adrenaline, and then I remember when it was over. I remember bows. And I remember when the curtain came down, I just collapsed onto the ground and everybody
just welcomed you. Did they swarm you? Please tell me they swarmed you.
They did. It was just one of those moments that it was I can't believe I just did that. And I mean, to play Glinda, period, is a huge dream, has been.
A dream of so many.
So many. And then to not only just get to play this role that you've been wanting to play for your whole life, but then also to make Broadway history, to be the first Black woman to ever do it. Like, to be, like, to this day, I'm the only Black person that has even stepped foot in the bubble. Like that.
Wow. Wow.
When I think about, I'm like, this is,
it's iconic.
And that was,
because
yeah.
As somebody who, like, I've always thought, oh, Wicked, if I were ever to go in for that show, Glinda would not even be on my radar. Because I'm like, she's white. I would be better off going for the green girl. Like, it would not even just be, you're a trailblazer. And one of the things that Todrick mentioned was that when he was in the audience before the show started, he could hear the whole cast clapping behind. And it gave him chills. I'm like, do you remember that happening? Or
I remember I got in, and I remember everybody was so excited and people were taking pictures, and it just, like, I remember being so, careful isn't the right word, but I just remember being like, you have to make this about Glinda. You can't make this about Brittney.
Right.
Because you still have a job to do. You still have a story to tell. And if you make this about Brittney, it's not
going to be told.
Right. It's not going to do it justice. It's not going to be what all of those people out there deserve. It's not going to be what all of the future Black Glindas and brown Glindas and all the colors of Glinda deserve to have. You have to be Glinda. You can be Brittney as Glinda after. And so I was very clear on my objective in all of, throughout my entire just rehearsal process and everything, I was very clear on my objective. And it was to make sure that whatever trail I was blazing, whatever carpet I was leaving down, it was clean so that other people could walk on it after.
Right.
So,
and I imagine that in, like, auditions and things, that you did do that. It could not have been about Brittney for you to get the job, because I'm sure that you had to lock into those, into that mindset when going in for the show of, like, all right, what is this character? Because you have to be over and above, beyond to even be considered for it, because of the elephant in the room.
I know.
So, like, that is, I remember at Beautiful, we were like crying backstage for you. We were so excited, Brittney.
Thank you.
And honestly, like, there was a part of me that was thinking, oh, this is so cool. But it didn't dawn on me until one of my friends from California was like, did you hear there's a Black Glinda? Well, I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. People care about this across the country. I thought we just cared because we knew her. And no, like, it literally transcends across the Broadway community. So it's like, that is a huge thing. Do you ever feel, ooh, this is real. Okay. Do you ever feel like the weight of that? Do you feel pressure with, like, I am the first Black, like, do you feel that? Is it a burden? Is it a joy?
It is a great responsibility, is what it feels like. It doesn't feel like a burden or like pressure. It feels like just responsibility. I feel like has such a negative connotation in our society for some reason, but it's like an honor, and I wear it. I take the responsibility with pride, and I'm grateful that I get to have this responsibility. It feels like I'm glad it's me, and I'm glad that I have the opportunity to share it with other people and to encourage them, and these stories, just the outpouring from people just on social media alone was like
overwhelming, probably.
It was overwhelming, but it just made me so grateful that I got to hear other people's stories about how it inspired them, and now what they're gonna retry with their lives now.
Right.
They're just, like,
Um,
excited that anything's possible now.
anything is possible. So, okay, a couple questions.
Okay.
What your little
Sorry.
dog. I'm like, "Let me put my hair in a bun." What was the thing that kind of put it in motion for you to be in that position? Do you
You you mean, like, the audition process?
I mean, like, yeah, I guess. I mean,
I
what?
mean, honestly, I have been wanting to be in Wicked since I got to New York, and I remember I literally can go back to, like, 2010 of emails that I sent to my agent, like, "Can you get me into Wicked? Wicked?
Just
Wicked?" And
ready.
I just, like, couldn't get in, and then all of a sudden, one day, I was, like, minding my own business and then, check my email. "Wicked? Really? Glinda understudy? Okay. Okay." And I kind of, like, laughed it off as, like, "Yeah, I'll go." But, like, I didn't really think anything of it. I thought it was just like, "Oh, they're gonna see me." You know, you've been in those auditions where you're like, "Yeah, they're gonna see me, but how about I just enjoy the fact that I get to sing this music in front of people? Because maybe I'll never get to again." That's what it was
Mm.
like for me. It was like, "Awesome, I get to go sing popular in front of people?
That's so yes, I do
Great."
know what you mean. It's like, this might be my only chance. Might as well have fun doing it.
Right, and so I did. I prepared the whole week, and, like, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna, like," I put
Freaking got
so
it.
much time. I was like, "I'm gonna have so much fun in this audition. I've been wanting this for a decade. Like, I'm gonna if this is the only time I get to do it, that one person that was in the audition room is gonna get my Glinda."
Oh my, and you did it. You did it. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for trailblazing. Okay, so here's a question that I have because it's something that I have struggled with in the past. And that is when well, actually, it's kind of like in general, but specifically when I'm in a room that is there's a lot of like white people, or if I'm in a role that I feel like, it's usually like they're gonna cast me and I'm black, or do they know that I'm black? Or even if it's an audition that I'm going in for, that it's usually not a black person, I kind of have a feeling of, let me make myself as non-threatening as possible. Let me, in a way, like, whiteify myself as much as possible. That's how I have felt in the past. Did you ever feel when, um, either in your auditions or when you started rehearsals or when you were like backstage, that you ever needed to look a certain way, dress a certain way, or act a certain way to like not be threatened? Have you ever felt
Oh,
that?
absolutely, I have. I feel like for me, it's mostly during the audition. I'm always like, "How should I wear my hair? Should I should it be straight? Should it be
Right.
curly? Should it be up?
Exactly.
Should it be how should I," like, that's always, I mean, since I started auditioning, period, it was like, how are they gonna be able to see me? Like, if I have, like, right, like, I have my, like, braids in, like, should I take them out? Should I, like, what should I
Right.
like, that's always been the biggest thing, and I think, honestly, until a couple years ago, when I just kinda stopped caring, and I was like, "This is who I am, and you're gonna put me in a wig anyway, so how about I go and I show you what I can do? You see my headshot, you've seen other pictures, so you've seen me in other shows where I wore wigs, like, you can look at
Use
those
your
pictures."
imagination.
So, I kind and it's still, it is still always in the back of my mind, honestly, like, I try to put together an entire look, and as long as I feel like, I always tell my students, like, "You should wear something and look like when you walk by the mirror, like you wanna give yourself a double take, and if you do, then you're dressed right for the audition, because you have to feel comfortable with how you look." And so I started taking that advice to mine too with my hair. And it was like, my hair is in curly phase right now. And I just did it yesterday. I'm not straightening it. It still looks good. So I'm keeping
Right.
it curly. I honestly don't remember how my hair was for that audition. I want to say it was just big and curly.
Really?
I want to say, yeah.
That's inspiring. Like, honestly, that's inspiring.
I think it was. I think it was just big and curly because sometimes there just isn't time. Like, I was more concerned about the presentation and making sure that I was like warm enough to sing
Sounding
really
bomb.
high.
Right. Let us be glad. Except up a couple optics.
Right. So I was like, I put on my face and I felt good. And so I was like, well, hopefully this just comes through.
Honestly, I feel like that is the freaking message of the day. Even the person who I was hanging out with today, she was talking about that. And it's how I feel too. Like the first time when I ran and won Miss Fullerton, it was like that was the first pageant that I'd ever showed up. And then he was like, you know what? I lose these things all the time. Let me just go and be myself and just be comfortable in my skin. And the day that you show up, not caring what other people think, is the day that you walk away being freaking Glinda.
I know.
Wicked.
And you know what the thing is too? And it's what I keep trying to tell people as well. It's like they want to see you. Sometimes they don't really know what they want and maybe their imagination isn't as big as you hope that it would be. But they really do want to see you. They want to see what is special about you that you can bring to their show. If you're just a carbon copy of everything else, like they can go get what they already had for that.
Speak on
So
it.
like you might as well just be yourself.
Yes, be your freaking self. What was your wig prep? What is your wig prep for Glinda?
Oh, okay. So, well, it depends on how my hair is.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
and I don't know what it's gonna be when I get
When we
back because I
come
cut
back.
all my hair off. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. My prep, if it was curly, I would put it in like 4 cornrows, and then I would just like flip the ends up, and so it would get really flat like that, and then I would double wig cap.
Okay.
And then if it was straight, I would just do regular pin curls. Well, they do it. My hair lady, she does it. Thank God, because
Oh,
when
nice.
it's
Oh, we
straight,
love.
yes, when it's
Wait,
straight,
wait, wait,
it's
wait.
better than
Only
curly.
when it's straight?
Curly, well, I wanted to do it when it was curly. It was easier
Got
and
it.
faster, and I'm kind of tender-headed, so I just did it myself.
Got it. I mean, that's the thing though, and I feel like when our hair is natural, we all, and I can't speak for everybody and I can't speak for you either. Like how I have felt is like my hair is curly, let me just do it myself because I can probably
Well,
I know
I
what I
can do
want.
it faster. I know exactly how to do it so that I don't look like a crazy monster when I take it out to go to the
Right.
stage tour.
True,
Like,
true.
it's specific. If I have to put like a leave-in conditioner, like I'll get it all over my hands. Like you don't have to. It's okay because it's a whole thing.
Yeah, it is a whole thing. Which by the way, your hair looks so great right now. So you mentioned they're braids. I'm trying to see through the
Well,
video.
okay, it's crochet braids.
Oh, nice.
I just did it like 2 days ago. It's so big.
Oh, I love it. Wait, did you do it or you get it done?
No, I did it myself.
You did it yourself? University of YouTube, it looks bomb. How you do it yourself? How you know? How you learn?
I was in the mirror. Honestly, here you go. The actual crochet part is the easy part. It's the prep because you have to cornrow your hair down. And I did like this crazy pattern I've never done before because I was like, I need to save my edges and like I want to
Yes.
be in this for a while because I needed a break from doing my hair. So I was like, let me go to the beauty supply.
It looks bomb.
Thank you.
I noticed okay, so you go back and forth really well and beautifully between straight hair, natural hair, come on, crochet braids. What is do you have a favorite way that you prefer these days? And it might change, but
Honestly, no. It's like I like to let my hair do what it naturally kind of wants to do, and then I just help it along. So, like, if my hair is cut, so I like had just got my hair cut before I left
And it looks so
New
cute
York.
on your Instagram.
Thank you. I love
Like a
it.
little bob.
Yeah, it's like this like side. I don't
It's
know.
cute.
Thank you.
It's cute.
The problem is, like, when I want my hair to be long, it like refuses to grow, and then once I cut it, it's like. So I was like, I'm ready. I just want my short hair back. And now it needs to be cut like every 3 weeks. So now it's kind of grown out of where it was. So, and it's COVID. And I'm not in New York with like,
Right.
with my guy, who I think is your guy too, because he just texted me the other day. He was like, "Do you know Salisha?" It's like,
Oh.
yeah. He was like, "Oh my God, you guys could be sisters." And I was like, that's not the first time I've heard that. And thank you.
Oh my God. Wait, so Geo, you go to Geo?
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, when you first said that, I was like, oh my gosh, am I dating the same person as you, Brittney? I'm so sorry. I didn't know. You mean our hair guy? Yes, honey.
Because when I was in Beautiful, I told everybody in Beautiful about Geo.
Got it. So that started with you?
Yeah.
Geo's the bomb.
I know.
His like, first of all, his work, I love my color. I'm like, yes, yes, yes. But his spirit and his energy, I'm like, oh, I can soak this up for a long time.
And you do, and that's why you stay for so long anytime you're there.
Yeah.
I just usually clear my day. I'm like, I'm not doing anything after I get my hair done. I'm just going to sit in there as long as I want.
I mean, honestly, it was my first time taking the train since March 13th. Was going to see him and get my hair done. Wow. And it was worth it, by the way.
Worth it. Every time worth it.
Yes, it was so worth it. I wanted to, oh gosh, I just lost my train of thought. I wanted to ask you about, was it your straight hair? Oh yeah, how are you feeling? And you can answer this as much or as little as you want to. How are you feeling about your hair these days? Like the way it grows out of your scalp. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Is it easy? Is it hard? All the things.
I love it. I love everything natural about myself. I mean, it took me a while to get there. It took me a while to get there. And I am, of course, especially being in the entertainment industry, there's always days when I'm like, maybe I should go for a run. But like, for the most part, as a human being, I love myself. And it took a long time, I think, to be able to really be able to say that and mean it wholeheartedly. And it's just because of how society places us as Black women, where we are on the totem pole of beauty, where even just like the things that are naturally ours, my hair grows out curly. So if you tell me that straight is beautiful, that already puts me at a disadvantage because that doesn't happen naturally. First of all, it costs money. Yep. Sometimes I don't want to spend my money to straighten what is naturally curly.
Hello. Right.
If you tell me that I need to have a thin nose and my cheekbones are too high, like these things are natural. Yes. So I can't change them to fit your standard of beauty. So I started small, and it's what I tell people too when like I counsel them and whatever. It's like, find one thing that you love about yourself. One thing that when you look at it, it's the most beautiful thing to you, or it's the most unique thing about you, that when you think about it on yourself, when you look at it, it makes you smile. And for me, it was always my mouth, my smile.
Yes.
And
which
it was
is
like,
beautiful.
That was yours. That's why we're twins.
I'll take that. You're so beautiful.
So for me, I started there, and it just like it builds a little bit of confidence every time. And after a while, you just like, you also start to accept when other people say that you're beautiful. And you start to question what it is about these other things that you're not that make those things beautiful. You just like it's just like you can find beauty in everything. So you must be able to find it in yourself.
Especially
Dead
when other
flowers
people
are
can see it.
beautiful.
Right?
People press them out, you dry them. They're dead and they're beautiful. They're potpourri. Like you can find honestly, you can find beauty in everything.
Wow. And honestly, I do. And I okay, growing up I didn't feel like, oh, I was kind of like awkward, and like you kind of mentioned a little, like, society didn't exactly say black women, you are beautiful. No, it's kind of like y'all ain't it because you're not, blonde hair, blue eyes, it's very
Yeah. And like
and
skin, like
yes,
I got meat in places that
honey.
didn't used to be popular. All of a sudden, it's popular. Now my full lips are in, my high cheekbones are it, like my booty's it. Thank you, Beyonce, for making everybody want what we
Right.
have. But like growing up, and I went to a predominantly white school, so I grew up with people that I
Yes.
was unlike my
Right.
whole life.
Oh, what a beautiful transition, though, to like, it's a hard place to start, but to get there and to be able to help other people feel that way too. That I have found my beauty, and and you're beautiful too. Like, black women are gorgeous, and I am just kind of like, I'm trying to figure out when I figured that out, and I'm glad that like the world is figuring that out. 'Cause it makes life so much easier to just be like,
It
I'm
does,
just gonna
just
be
to like
me.
yourself. Even if like because like I said, I struggle with it sometimes too, and I still sometimes get auditions and I'm like, "I should probably straighten my hair for this," or I still struggle with it, but as long as the underlying theme of your life is, "I like me," then I think that's good enough because 'cause we're human.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Let me see. How do you okay, so you're out in LA right now. First of all, do you do you think that you'll come back when Broadway eventually comes back? Or do you think you'll like LA and stay there?
Honestly, I love LA. I do think that I will go back. Um, that would be a terrible way to end it, just like abruptly, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
so I'm definitely going back. Um, but I do think after whenever that is that we go back and however long I'm out there for I don't it's hard to make any kind of concrete plans or statements right now because
Absolutely.
everything is up in the air. But my general plan is that yes, I will go back and yes, I will be back here.
Got it. I mean, honestly though, like your personality, first of all, you're gonna thrive no matter where you are.
Thank you so
Yes, you
much.
are. And this is what we are manifesting and praying, and it's already that is just you. You are going to thrive. And so LA might steal you away. It's the sunshine. I do love
It is,
California.
it's
Like,
warm. Like I went outside in just this. I'm in like a jumper thing and I felt it was good. It's October.
it's
I was
October.
like, I don't need a jacket
Right.
and a
It's
boot.
literally like that all year round. Literally working at Disneyland, if it wasn't a perfect day, they would cancel the shows. They were like, "It's sprinkling. You guys, go home. Don't worry, you'll still get paid for your 8 hours. It's a rainy day." I'm like, "Wait, really? Are
Rain.
y'all
I went all the way to my Broadway show in a snowstorm only to get there,
Exactly!
only to get there and then get the email, "Oh, Broadway's canceled for the day. Go home."
After you'd already gotten there. Y'all get up out of my face. Yeah, Disneyland's like, "Ooh, it's sprinkling. Let's just not." I'm like, "Oh my gosh." This is hilarious. I guess y'all want to write some rhymes. All right, let's go. Like,
That's one thing I am really sad because I am a huge Disney fan and I've been wanting to go to Disneyland forever. I want to get to
and
all the
it's
Disneys.
not right now.
But it's closed.
I know it's sad. So many of my friends work there, and it's sad. It's like, but I do feel like at least I'm not like, oh, poor them. It's so sad. No, it's like I understand
Yeah,
because
we're literally all in this together, which I think is when I start to feel really sad, I'm like, okay, literally the whole world is going through
yes,
this too.
right.
You're not alone.
We're not alone.
You're not alone.
Do you think that when things start to come back, how are we feeling, Brittney? Are we hopeful that in terms of like BIPOC, in terms of like Broadway inclusion, do we think that there will be any positive changes in the right direction, or do we think it
I
might be
am
kind of the same?
so optimistic. I am. I'm so optimistic just because I think it takes a mirror for people to be able to change anything about themselves. And I honestly believe that people just didn't know a lot of this. Whether it's because they were just completely blind to it because they didn't have to,
Mm.
or if they were trying not to see it, or like whatever it is, I honestly believe that some people just
Did not
didn't
know.
know.
Kind of want like, and honestly, I don't disagree with you. I do think about times when if you're doing a thing, literally my podcast, I'm like, let me call up my friends first, and a friend like calling up who. Well, this is specific to black hair, but like, say you're doing any say you're doing any kind of creative project, you call your friends first. If all your friends are white, I mean, that's gonna
And
who
that's your
that's
project. And then when you start to look at it, you say, "Oh, but this person is perfect for the role." And so you stop seeing that your entire cast, entire creative team is all white. You just don't notice until you're far enough along in the process that you're like, "Oh crap, better get somebody brown." And then you get your token
and then you get your token. How
and
was it at Les Mis? How was that? How was your experience there? Was it
you know, I will say Les Mis it felt like they were trying.
okay? Okay.
Um, I think in some ways it went into the wrong direction. Like at some point it was like, we will only let Eponine be a
Be
person of
bo-
color, which I also don't think is right. Like I think you should just hire who's best for it.
Right.
So it got very like, now this is the black track, or like this is the, ethnic track, which is what it kind of started to feel like. Um so
Interesting.
they tried, and I do think that when we come back, people now, especially because people, I and other people, I'm sure you in any conversations that you're having with producers, with people who are in charge of casting and just creative, have mentioned, listen, in for the actors, we know that this is the black track. So in your show, if there's two black people in your show, then when we look at it, we say, oh, well, these are the two characters that I could possibly play. These are the only two characters that they're going to see me for. So if I can't do what these people are doing, I don't audition for your show.
Hmm.
So we're having these honest conversations now with people, and they're
Yeah.
like, I didn't even
No, that
recognize that was what was happening. I did not know this.
mm,
This was not intentioned to be a black track. That's not a thing. But I think it had to be pointed out to them. Like
yeah.
you don't have to know what you don't know
And you know what?
unless you
Like
want
as black
to.
people, I was taught from a young age, like this is a thing. It's not from everybody from across the board, but like you just don't talk about it. Don't because if you ruffle things, you might not get the job.
Or you
So
might lose it. You might get
yes,
your contract
and
might not be renewed. And that I was
exactly.
very aware of that, especially when I was still, when I was on Riders. I was like, I'm not
Yep.
going to rock the boat. I'm
Right.
uncomfortable right now, but God doesn't give you anything that you can't handle. And there's a reason that I was selected for this. And so I can take it and I'll
And
go home
muscle
and cry
through
about
it.
it. But for now, here at work, I'm going to be a professional and I am going to present my best. Black people are easy to work with too. And it's
Right.
okay person. And then
Right.
go home and cry about it, which I did.
Honestly, and this is the first time. Really?
Sometimes, yeah. Liz, it's your mom.
It's like the first time that we have the opportunity to, say something and for it to be like, we want to hear from you guys. I'm like, yes, this is a good time. And also, Broadway is definitely leading the charge. You mentioned, like, in Les Mis, how Eponine became, like, kind of the black track. I remember at a regional theater level before I'd moved to New York, I got called in for a regional production for Eponine. And I don't think that would have happened if it wasn't happening on Broadway.
Right. Which is an exciting piece of progress, but it kind of misses the point.
Right.
Because it's not that because we can also sing Cosette. We can also sing Fantine. We can also do everything else. So just hire who's best. Because then it also creates this tension, which it then started to do when when other people in the industry would talk to me about like, oh, well, they're only hiring Black people for this. And or they only want ethnic people. Like I was in auditions for this and then they just canceled my callback because they decided they wanted to go ethnic. And I was like, okay, sorry, but I can't even count on all of my fingers and toes twice how many times that's happened to me in the other direction.
Hello.
So while I'm sorry that you feel like you were right for this and it was taken away for a reason that you can't control, that's my everyday.
Every day. Brittney, that's my everyday. That you hit the nail on the freaking head. During when George Floyd, everything was happening at like the height of it, I had one of my best friends who was white say to me, something happened and it had to do with race and all the things, and she was like, it's just not fair. I feel like white people don't have a voice right now.
Like, what do you say? What do you say to that? Like,
honestly, I have not talked to her since. I'm
like, you don't always have to have one. Like, maybe now's the time to listen. Maybe it's the
you
time
understand that the opposite is true. We're the one.
We never have a voice. And even right now, our voice
don't.
is only because we're being murdered in the streets in broad daylight and we're sick of it. So, like, this voice, it shouldn't be something that you want to have. You shouldn't want to have this voice. I don't know what I would have said to that.
Honestly, I was like, what is going on? Where am I in the Matrix, the alternate? Do you hear yourself? Hello? One of your best friends is Black and you're saying this? Like, girl, you are missing the point right now of everything that's happening. Oh, it broke my heart. It still breaks my heart. I'm like, you don't get it.
And hopefully now time has passed and hopefully she has learned enough, she's listened enough that maybe her heart has changed. Maybe she gets it a little bit more now. And I think that's happening too. And I think that every person is capable of change and I pray for it. And I have to stay optimistic about that too.
We have to.
You just have to hope. Like there is good in everybody. Everybody can be redeemed.
Amen.
Everybody.
All right, I'm about to let you off this thing.
Okay.
I want to know, like, what is your highest vision for yourself, Brittney?
I never thought about it in those terms. You know what I thought of when you said it? I imagined myself on top of a mountain.
Yes.
Yes. Overlooking like crystal blue water. And I felt like loved and supported and just like joyful. When you said it, I was like, that is whatever I'm doing to feel that level of
Love and peace
peace.
and serenity. Yeah.
That's my highest vision for myself. I've stopped trying to plan for what the future holds, for what my career like Broadway is closed. It's closed. So I am done trying to plan. I'm going to shoot for peace and joy, and whatever happens while I'm trying to achieve those things, that's what it'll be.
Okay. Is there anything that you'd like to say that we did not touch on at all that you're like, I want to?
No, just thank you for having me. And your hair is beautiful. And
Oh my God. It's all
Black
frizzy
people are
today.
beautiful.
Black people are beautiful.
Yes,
Thank you.
exactly how you are. Exactly how you are. If you want to if you want to straighten your hair, if you want to if you want to change yourself for any reason, that's okay, as long as you're not doing it because you don't love yourself. I changed my hair all the time. My hair looked different 2 days ago. But it's
okay.
not
Yeah.
because I didn't like my hair. It was because I wanted something different.
And to be versatile and shake it up.
You know?
We're allowed to do that.
Get to the place where you can love who you are, so that everything else that you do is an adornment, not like a cover up.
Love that. Love you. Love your spirit. Y'all, Brittney Johnson! Thanks for coming, girl.
Thank you.